Welcome, folks, to NFL Week 4. As, of course, Week 4 wrapped up on Monday night. Hope to get this update today on Wednesday, so let's get to it. Seattle and Arizona had a great fight on Thursday night, but Seattle prevails with a 23-20 win. Yusincha Nisawoa, if I pronounced the name right. If not, my apologize. 5 total tackles, 3 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 2 QB hits as Seattle gets a 3-1 start. While for Arizona, a 2-2 start, and things are not going well in Arizona. But now they got to play the Titans at home, and maybe this should probably be a win for them. In Dublin, the first game in Dublin belongs to the Steelers as they take down the Vikings 21-24. DK Metcalf, 5 receptions, 126 receiving yards, a touchdown, as Pittsburgh goes to 3-1 of the season, while for Minnesota, 2-2 record, they will fly to London and play the Cleveland Browns, and we'll see if that game will be more better than their game in Dublin. Atlanta, coming off a 30-0 loss, came back and stormed with a 34-27 win against the Commanders. Drake London, 8 receptions, 110 receiving yards, a touchdown. Atlanta goes to 2-2 record, while for the Commanders, they go to 2-2, and this week announced Jane Daniels is healthy. He is ready to go this week. We'll see if he'll practice today, Thursday, and Friday to see if he is cleared to go. With that being said, Washington, not time to panic. The Jackson Dart era begins with a win, 21-18 over the undefeated Chargers. Jackson Dart, 13 out of 20, 111 passing yards, a touchdown, and a rating of 96. He also had 10 carries for 54 rushing yards and a touchdown. Giants go 1-3 and will look to get their second win of the season on the road to New Orleans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, first loss of the season. Now they got to head back to Los Angeles and play who else? The Washington Commanders. And maybe a must-win game for them, but real importantly, they got to keep that first place in the AFC West. Houston dominates Tennessee 26-0. Danielle Hunter, 4 total tackles, 3 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 3 QB hits. Houston gets their first win of the season. They go 1-3. Tennessee 0-4, and it's not going very well in the Cam Ward era. Good luck, Tennessee. Philadelphia will remain undefeated with a 31-25 win against the Buccaneers. Jalen Hurts, 15 out of 24, 130 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, a QB rating of 104.5 rating. Philly goes 4-0. The Bucs go 3-1, of course. No Mike Evans. But told today, Bucky Irvin has an injury on the foot, of course. He was walking in with a walking boot, so I'll get that updated, of course, in my NFL Week 5 predictions video, which stay tuned for that after this video gets done. Foxborough's Patriots, or New England Patriots, take down the Panthers 42-13. Marcus Jones had 169 return yards. His longest was 87 and a touchdown for special teams as New England goes 2-2. While for the Panthers, 1-3, probably yet another worse start for the Carolina Panthers. The Buffalo Bills take down the Saints 31-19. James Cook, 22 carries, 117 rushing yards, a touchdown. Buffalo will stay undefeated and will be ready for their Sunday night game against the Patriots. While for the Saints, winless, but could this be the week they get their first win against the Giants? Lions handle Cleveland with a fist right there as they destroy 34-10 over the Browns. Aiden Hutchinson, 4 total tackles, 3 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, And 4 QB hits. There we go. Lions go 3-1. While for the Browns, they got to fly to London and play the Vikings. Jaguars take down the 49ers. Of course, despite Brock Purdy's return, they just find ways to win. Wow. Devin Lloyd, 8 total tackles, 6 solo tackles, a tackle for loss, 2 pass defenses, and 2 interceptions. Jaguars go 3-1, while 49er Nation, they go 2-2. Gotta get ready for tomorrow. How about this game? The Rams take down the Indiana Jones Colts 20-27. Puka Nacua, 13 receptions, 170 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Rams go 3-1, while for the Colts, they go to 3-1. But again, it's their first loss just because, yes, we want to know, is the Colts for real? And that is this game gives us the example that, yeah, the Colts, not there yet. They are for real, but not there yet. A block kick or potential block game-winning field goal gives the Bears their second win. Of course, back-to-back wins for the Bears. They win at 25-24 over the Raiders. Kevin Byron III, 7 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, a tackle for loss, 2 pass defenses, and 2 interceptions. Bears will head to the bye week with a 2-2 record, while for the Raiders, they fall to 1-3, and they got to go on the road to Indy to take on the Colts. It is Jackson versus Mahomes. Who's going to go 1-3? Well, it's not going to be the Chiefs because the Chiefs win at 37-20 over the Ravens. Patrick Mahomes, 25-37, 270 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, a QB rating of 124.8 rating. Let's talk about this for a quick moment. Chiefs are 2-2. They gotta go to Jacksonville, take on the 3-1 Jaguars. But for the Ravens, is a more concerned. Lamar Jackson has a hamstring injury. Some early reports are saying that he may miss out this week against the Texans. If he does, Cooper Rush would be your starting quarterback for this week. But all eyes on Lamar's injury and what would this team look like? Because yes, their defense is banged up. Neman Madubuike is out for the year with a neck injury, and that's huge. That's a tough one loss on that defense. If they can get some of their guys healthy for this week, they could probably get their must-win game against the Texans. But the big concern is Lamar Jackson's injury. Well, now we get to the biggest story. Packers and Cowboys. The greatest rivalry or oldest rivalry between two franchises that know each other very well. Disappointed for me and for Packers fans and Cowboys fans, the game ended in a tie. 40-40. I need to know, what is a tie? Yep, this room is already quiet right now. But if I had to pick the best player who had a great performance, I had to pick George Pickens. 8 receptions, 134 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys go to 1-2-1 record. Yeah, and you disappointed my pick because I picked the Packers to beat you guys, but you guys still find a way to win the football game. Instead, you guys end up in a tie. Packers will go 2-1-1, and they will be heading on a bye week and maybe thinking themselves, we should have won that game. Miami gets their first win of the season with a 27-21 win over the Jets. Tua Tagovailoa on 17 out of 25, 177 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, a QB rating of 114.9 rating. Miami 1-3. They go to Charlotte, take on the Panthers without Tyreek Hill. His injury was very brutal right there. While the Jets 0-4, winless, now they got to get ready to play the Cowboys. And if you're a Jets fan, I would be worried about that game because, yes, you're playing a Cowboys offense that can score points, but a defense that Can't stop the pass, can't stop the run. Hey, whatever it is. And then finally, Denver destroys Cincinnati 28-3. Nick Bonito, 3 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, a half a sack, tackle for loss, two QB hits. Denver gets the 2-2 record, while for the Bengals, they fall to 1-3. A real disappointing start for the Bengals. Of course, Jake Brown, it feels like Jake Brown is not the answer for them to get to the playoffs. So I would probably think they're going to look at the quarterback market for the trade deadline. Of course, maybe Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston could be available. I don't know. We'll see. But they need to get this must-win game this week against the Lions. And that's it for my NFL Week 4 update. Hello there. If you have not seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel. Of course, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more sports news. Also, if you want to follow me on TikTok, make sure to come to my account on TikTok and follow me for more sports news.